Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. And if you're new, then welcome. Today's pick a card reading is an interesting one. We are going to see, what does the person who is on your mind tell their friends about you? In front of me, I have 3 different options, each with a different image. Choose the one that really calls out to you. This is group 1, group 2, and group 3. Okay, let's get started. Hey, group number 1. Okay, so what does the person who is on your mind tell their friends about you? Okay, group number 1. So right away we start off with the communication card. So I feel like when you and this person are like on point, you know, and just like kind of in this flow where things are just like, you know, going smoothly between you guys, I feel like this person's like, I feel like they really like your guys' conversations. Like you guys can seem so in sync, you know what I mean? And they don't get that with just anyone. So I really do feel like there's just something about you and this person and you guys click, you know? I feel like they tell their friends about that. Just like how effortless things are with you guys, you know? And with the empowerment right next to it, I get this feeling of like, this person feels like a better person in your presence, you know, and being connected with you. So it starts off really good. And then we have, I can't even, which makes me feel like, okay, so the irony about you guys and your communication is that there is, you know, like I said, like when you guys are on point, it's like things flow, you guys click, you know, you have inside jokes, you could just talk forever about whatever, you know, that kind of awesome vibe. But I feel like recently, you know, whenever you guys end up hearing this video, because it's timeless, there was some kind of like miscommunication going on. And I feel like you guys kind of have like a bit of an obstacle now because of that. Okay, so that's coming through and I feel like they are telling their friends about it. Okay, so, but regardless of that, there is just something about you guys that I feel like this person can't get enough of. Like you guys just come across like you're just like positive and upbeat and living life to the fullest, you know, really trying to be your best self and living your best life. Like with this card under empowerment, I'm just getting like such a high vibe frequency from you guys that it's like, I mean, yeah, you're human. You're not always going to operate from that place. But for the most part, I feel like you guys really like are self-realized and really like put forth a conscious effort to operate from that place. And again, I just get the feeling that like this person isn't used to that. You know how like so many people, they're just kind of, you know, in their own little world and just kind of operating from like more of a robotic place, it seems, and just on automatic. And like, but you guys, you're different. Like I said, like I know like those who check out these videos are definitely intuitive. They are, you know, about being conscious and aware and like just raising their vibration and, you know, just operating differently basically. And I feel like that's you guys. And this person, it's kind of like once they got a dose of that, they can't let go of it, you know, because they love how they feel when connected with you. Okay, so along with all that, we have, so this person is saying like, how would you respond if I hit you up? So those of you who aren't currently in communication with this person, they're kind of like wondering and, you know, like, how would you respond if they hit you up? Would you take it well? You know, so they're kind of playing this waiting game with you guys right now. And I feel like they're telling their friends like, you know, like they don't know. Like right now, this person's on the fence. They're like, they're probably asking their friends, like, should they hit you up or not? Like, the friends might even be like, you know, wait. They might be the ones who are kind of telling them to wait and like see if you come around and hit them up. So that's interesting. Okay, so you guys, you're coming across like a real fiery person to your person. So, you know, you could be a fire sign, but you don't have to be. I just feel like you guys are very lively and energetic and passionate people. And, you know, I feel like this person kind of feels like you're the type that if you wanted to, you could like put this person in their place, okay? Because I feel like you guys can be blunt like that, you know? Not necessarily mean, it's just kind of like you guys are no nonsense and matter of fact. And, you know, if something doesn't sit right with you, you're gonna call it out. That type of vibe is coming through. Okay, so I do feel like they tell their friends, you know, something like about that with you. I tell their friends that about you, you know, that you are like that type of person. They're also really attracted to you though. Like the fire is like a very like magnetic and like passionate card. So, you know, it's kind of like, even if you can definitely come across as being kind of intimidating to some people, but I feel like, you know, it's like a good intimidation. It's like you keep your person and their friends at the edge of their seat because they don't know what to expect with you. But like, you know, it's all good though. Like you're a fair person. So it's kind of like if somebody hears it, you know, they kind of deserve it. That's like how you feel. Okay, so, ooh, we have eyes as well as your style and smile. So this person is definitely attracted to you guys. Like I was saying, I was picking that up with the fire card as well. Like I said, like even if they're intimidated, it's like a good intimidation, you know. They find it to be hot and like they like it. You guys are like a thrill to them. So this person loves that. Okay, but yeah, they love your eyes, your style, your smile. So I feel like, you know, they probably have showed your pics to their friends and stuff. They probably, I'm also kind of getting like they have showed them your social media. Okay, so here's also what's like interesting. So initially it's coming across that you two are like friends with each other, who all of a sudden it was like one day there was like this shift between you guys, like an unexpected shift, and then you two started to see each other differently, like as more, okay? But again, going back to that like lapse, that some kind of miscommunication, they say like, we're two worlds apart, can't reach to your heart. So I feel like it's kind of like coming across that they feel like they want to communicate with you and they want to make things right, but at the same time, they feel like they can't get through to you communication-wise. Like they still wonder, like, how would you be if they hit you up? But again, also with that waiting card though, it's like, it feels safer to wait right now, and they're kind of like feeling out the situation and kind of seeing, I feel like, kind of like Page of Swords vibes coming through. Like, you know, they're checking out your social media, your stories, anything to get any kind of clue, like as to where do you stand? Do you miss them? You know, I feel like that, and that's what they're telling their friends. Like, they're just kind of like on the edge of their seat, wondering like how you feel and do you want this, okay? So they say, I want you, but I can't do anything about that right now. So I don't necessarily get that there's some other obstacle, although there could be, and that could also be what this communication and I can't even is about. So it's going to be different for all of you, but for what's coming through to me though in particular is just that they feel like they can't do anything about it right now because we're two worlds apart. I can't reach to your heart. I want you, but can't do anything about that right now. Actually, there could be something going on, you know. Group one, if you feel like sharing what is going on with this and this miscommunication, feel free to share that because I'm curious. In fact, yeah, we also have the Mountain card, which is an obstacle card. So there is like some kind of obstacle. Initially, I was getting that it was just kind of like a miscommunication between you guys, but now I'm kind of wondering if there isn't something else that is like in the way of this connection and they're trying to get through to you about it and explain themselves but they feel like they're not able to, like you're not hearing them out is what's coming through. I'm actually kind of getting the impression now, especially with the Mountain card, that this person feels like you guys are making like that saying, like turning a molehill into a mountain. Like they think you're really not seeing something correctly with what's going on. Okay, so they also feel like you guys are kind of like a fox right now, okay? Like they don't quite know if you want this, is like what I'm getting with that card. And what's interesting is I feel like that's how you guys feel about them. Like you're wondering, are they the fox? Are they the one who's acting sly and like, you know, trying to, like, do they really want this? I'm like getting this same thought coming from both of you right now. That's interesting. Now, regardless though, if, you know, they could think, are you really in this for real or not? But like, then the sun came out right after that. So it makes me feel like all in all, like they do see your light. They're drawn to your light and you're like both kind of like have this magnetism where, you know, regardless of what was said, what wasn't said, it's like you're both still drawn to each other. Like big time. Like you both are, yeah, there's like this supercharge and this connectedness between you two. And with this card, I do feel like you guys are going to hear from them, okay? Like they're trying to wait this out before connecting with you, but I do see like them hitting you up. So, yeah. I feel like their friends want them to wait and like see if you'll come to them. But I feel like this person, you know, I feel like they're gonna like kind of like, it's just gonna dawn on them all of a sudden that, you know, if they want this at all, they're gonna have to hit you up, is like what I'm seeing. Okay, group number 1, this is what I see for you guys. If this resonates, let me know in the comments. And if it does, don't forget to give it a like. All right, bye guys. Hey, group number 2. Okay, so what does the person who is on your mind tell their friends about you? Okay, group number 2. So we start off with some strong, intense energy here with the 8th house and intimacy, okay? So I feel like, you know, this person was definitely first, like, noticed you because of looks with the 8th and the 1st house next to each other, but it's kind of like that line hits me like, you were more than just a pretty face, okay? But like, yes, looks is what first, you know, got this person noticing you, but then you became so much more to them. And I feel like, you know, they just like, they can't get enough of you with this intense 8th house type of energy. Like, there's something about you that's very like some kind of magnetism that just like draws this person to you. Like, I see them like wanting to check out your social media, you know. I feel like this person's very low key, like you would not even have a clue that they have all these emotions going on inside, but so they might even be the type that wouldn't necessarily like tell their friends, but you know, I do feel like possibly those closest to them though, they would, you know, they would say something about this. Yeah, I feel like it's tough for this person to open up in that way. Like when, yeah, but I feel like, you know, there's something about you that like, even if they try to like get you out of their mind, it's like, it keeps going back to you. So I do feel like, you know, those that, I feel like they do tell like their friends, like, just like, you're just this person that's like, they find really attractive and there's just something about you that makes them like excited. Like they feel excited again for life and like inspired and just like, they like how they feel when they think about you or when they're around you or when they talk to you is what I'm getting. Okay, so we have my LOL queen. So I feel like, you know, this person, your person's very like, kind of like, I've said this before, it's like such a theme coming through lately in my videos. It's like this person has a poker face. They don't like to let on, you know, when they're catching feelings. So it kind of always leaves whoever is interested in them like wondering about them and, you know, wondering, did I read the signs wrong? You know, like, is this in my head or am I right on about them. But yeah, I do feel like you guys are right on about them. It's just like they're super good at like hiding it, you know? But inside, I just see them like really smiling and like they love being around you. And there is something about you that comes across like you're like a natural comedian. Like whether you, like, I don't feel like you guys try necessarily to be funny, but it's kind of like you just have like these things that you kind of just say like in situations that just makes light of a situation, and they love it because it's like, you know, life can be serious, but you guys bring this like a lightheartedness and this joy, this joyful energy to like any situation, which honestly is such a gift, I feel. Okay, so on top of that, yeah, like with this dolphin card, that's what I mean. Like looks first caught their attention, but then like you guys, you have such this like carefree, lighthearted playfulness, and you bring that back into this person's life. So it's like whether you two are together or not, it's like they got a dose of you, you know, and they love who they are. Like when they tap into that energy that you bring, you know, with you wherever you go, and it's like, that's why they can't get over this, I feel like. Not that they're trying necessarily, but, you know, it's just like one of those things where I feel like this person tries to remain grounded and balanced. And like you came in, you shook that all up. So yeah, I feel like, you know, it's like one of those things where even if they don't want to tell their friends, like their face will light up at the mention of you, or like if they end up talking about you, and it's kind of like, everyone can see right through them then, you know. Okay, then we have my funny haha card, which is interesting that both of these came out. So it's possible, you know, you and your person like make each other laugh, but even more so than that, what I'm getting is just like these smiles coming from you both. Like this is such a lighthearted, carefree like energy that's coming through for you guys. So again, I feel like this person isn't the type that wants to like open up about stuff like this, but you know, any mention of you, any thought of you, it's like they just light up and they give themselves away basically. All right, so for some of you, you actually work with this person, okay? So I feel like that's also part of the reason of why they keep a poker face. It's kind of like they have this vibe of where they have to be a professional, but it's again, it's like their best and happiest moments are when they interact with you, okay? And it's like, even if they don't show it on the outside, I feel like this person is smiling and laughing on the inside. So it's a very sweet energy. Okay, and then with this card, I feel like this person, they kind of like, they fantasize, like what could you two be? They imagine taking you somewhere like exotic or like on some kind of vacation and just getting away where you both could be your lighthearted, carefree, playful selves, you know, and really get to know each other is what I'm getting, because I feel like they feel like with life, work, and, you know, like daily responsibilities, kind of like it has this feeling of, you know, they feel like they're not fully able to spend like the kind of quality time that they want to, is what I'm getting with this. So they just feel like it would be a blast to get away with you. In fact, the song that's hitting me when I see that is like, take me away, a great escape, a holiday, take me away. And then, you know how she says like, I got a pocket full of sunshine. I got a love and I know that it's all my own. Whoa, well, you guys are that pocket full of sunshine, okay? You bring that sunshine to this person's life, and then they want to take you away to a sweet escape on a holiday or vacation. So yeah. There's also something coming through about both of you where, you know, you might be kind of opposite in some way, or you both kind of might be opposite of what each other goes for, but it weirdly works out for both of you. So it's just really interesting to observe. What's also interestingly coming through with this is that it's kind of like, you know, even if looks drew this person in initially, it's kind of like due to whatever circumstance or it being work or whatever, it's kind of like you guys were kind of forced to get to know each other without, you know, any of that physical intimacy. So it's kind of like this, you know, started to develop deeper than maybe what initially might have taken place given different circumstances. Okay, so we have until you're back here, baby. All right, so that's interesting. I feel like this person kind of feels like not as high vibe, you know, and then as soon as you come around, they hear from you or see you. It's like all of a sudden, all this sunshine comes through again. Like then they had their pocket full of sunshine and they feel so alive and free and happy again. So yeah, it's like all's right in their world. Even if you two aren't together, like that is like the connectedness they feel with you. Okay, so a few different things are coming through. So there are times when your person kind of feels like you guys have like a bit of like, I'm independent, I don't need no man or woman, I'm not interested in anybody. And I'm not saying that you guys have actually said that. Maybe some of you have. But it's kind of like the vibe that you carry at times. And it's kind of like, you know, even if you're interested in somebody. So you just want to be mindful of that. Like if you are interested, it's great to be independent. But sometimes, you know, we do have this vibe of like where we act like, I don't need anyone. And, you know, kind of like if you want me, you're going to have to prove yourself to me. Which, I mean, on one hand, I like understand. But on the other hand, it's like you've got to be open though. And there's just like a more receptive energy that often gets blocked with that kind of vibe. Okay, so it's just like you kind of want to be balanced. All right, it's one thing to allow somebody to pursue you, and then it's another to kind of like be like back off with a stay back energy. And sometimes this person can kind of detect that from you. But I also understand, you know, if you're having a day where it's like you're not feeling your best, I mean, that can be a stay back energy too, and it is what it is. You know what I mean? So, but anyway, so I do think sometimes this person feels like you're both on the same page, and then other times they're not sure. And I feel like you guys feel the exact same way with this person. And then we have 3 is a crowd energy card, which is interesting. So it's coming across that either you or your person on your mind, one of you is coming across like you're currently seeing somebody, but you're both interested in this person. So if it's you, you know, who's with somebody, it's like this is the person though that's on your mind and that you want the shot with. And then if it's them who's with somebody, then it's like you're the person that's on their mind and that they want this shot with. So that's interesting. And that could also be this back and forthness that you're both getting. Like 1 minute you guys feel like you're on the same page and then the next you're not. So I feel like that's you guys too. Like it's not just you that comes across like, oh, you know, 1 minute I'm interested, the next I'm not. I feel like it's your person as well. I know I'm not really getting that either one of you are really wavering though. I feel like you're both definitely interested, which is interesting because there's definitely something coming through though. And the song that came to me when I saw the 3 is a crowd energy card was T-Pain's I'm Sprung. So the line in particular is, she ain't even my main lady, but I've been thinking about her lately. So yeah, even if you're not their main lady or man, you know, depending on who you are watching this, they can't stop thinking about you. You got them sprung, okay? You guys are also coming across like you're in the spotlight, so you could be or you might not be, but if you are, I feel like they show their friends that, you know, and if they're the one who's taken, well, it depends. They may or may not be sharing this with their friends, but if they are, it's kind of like their friends know the dilemma that they feel, you know. But at the same time, they're also wondering if you're seeing. So they're also wondering if you guys are seeing somebody. So you're both kind of like have this energy. Group 2, what is going on? Are you both taken but interested in each other? That's interesting. Okay, so going back to the spotlight though. If you're not necessarily in the spotlight, I feel like this person like admires you, you know, like they really see you highly, and that's like what they tell their friends. And I'm just getting that, you know, spotlight can also mean, you know, like you post on social media, you get a lot of attention. So basically what I'm trying to say is like they see you highly, they see you as a catch, they know that you can afford to be choosy because you probably get hit up a lot. They figure, you know, you get a lot of different people wanting you. So I do feel like this person wants to stand out to you. And, you know, I just feel like they speak highly to their friends about you. Okay, so yeah, the owl card definitely says they're talking about you, which is interesting because, you know, it's definitely, this person's very low key, so it would only be, I feel like, to those that are closest to them. Oof, they are really crushing on you guys, though. Like, they want to bring out the old school romance. I feel like, you know, not only do they want to go away on a vacation with you, they want to, like, bring you flowers. They want to gift you with things. They want the candlelight dinners, you know, rose petals, like, you name it. This person wants to bring it to you. They want to treat you like a queen or king, okay? And, like, just, it's like you're a dream come true to this person, so they want to be like that dream come true to you is what I'm seeing. Interesting, especially if they're taken, which they may not be, okay? That could literally represent, it's going to be different for all of you, but that could be them wondering about you. There is something going on here, though, as far as them feeling like the timing of you two isn't quite right. Okay, so, and they feel like that's an obstacle. Like, for some reason, right now is kind of, there's like an obstacle. Interesting. So, I'm getting two things with the whip. It's possible if they were with somebody, they got in a fight with them, okay? Like, since you entered their life, I feel like their energy is all tied up in you now. They didn't, it's almost like they feel like, I didn't plan for this. Like, you can't help who you want. Like, that's like the kind of energy I'm feeling with them. Yeah, so that is interesting group too. And then they feel like, you know, giving this a go with you would definitely be risky, and it could be, you know, they could be with somebody and have to end that. They could be from, you know, you two could work together. Like, there's different factors coming through of why this is seen to be risky to this person, but at the same time, they feel like they want to take this leap of faith, I feel, because they're so drawn to your light, the way that you are, you know. They feel like, again, I'm getting like this feeling of like you stepping into their life shook things up for them, and they feel like you're like their dream girl or guy. So they can't seem to let this go. Okay, group number 2, this is what I see for you guys. If this resonates, let me know in the comments, and if it does, don't forget to give it a like. All right, bye guys. Hey, group number 3. Okay, so what does the person who is on your mind tell their friends about you? Okay, so when I first saw this love card, instantly the lyric that hit my mind is the lyric, I think I'm in love. Yeah, that's all that hit me about that. But like, I just get like this giddy like crush, you know, feeling like you're falling in love type of feeling, and this person just like lighting up, you know, at the thought of you or whenever they hear or see you. And I feel like they just kind of like light up around their friends, you know what I mean? Like, they may like tell them, like, I feel like they just say like, I met this awesome person. Like, they could try to keep it kind of casual, but at the same time, I feel like, you know, their face and their body language gives it away that it's like, yeah, it's really like got them like in their feels, you know, more than what they would want to admit. So that's cute to see. Okay, so, and with the Ascendant card, okay, I feel like, you know, it's even got this person like dressing different. They might even be speaking different, you know, just like doing things different is what's coming through with that. And just like, I just see them like grinning, like ear to ear type of thing, you know, and it's just so cute. So it's like they give themselves away. All right, so when I saw this card, you know, that made me feel like this person, when they met you and started having conversations with you, some of you, you know, it's going to be more conversations than others, but like, I just feel like, you know, that's when they're at their happiest, and they feel like, yes, like I finally met someone on my level, Yeah, that's the line that came to me with that. Like, this person feels like, you know, they love like good conversations with people. They're into mental stimulation, and they feel like you guys can keep up with them. Like, you're on their level when it comes to that. And I feel like you guys, you know, you're deep, you know, and that's what this person's been craving. That's what they've been wanting from somebody. So I feel like you guys are like a match with this person in that way. So that's amazing. I feel like that is actually what they talk about, that you and this person can literally talk about anything. Okay, so they also see you guys like an Aries. Okay, so some of you who choose this group could be an Aries or have it in your chart, but either way, I feel like this person sees you like a go-getter. Okay, like you guys are always on the go, on the move, like you're very driven, you're very goal-oriented, you know, you've always got something that you're working on. And, you know, I feel like you also like mental stimulation. So you like to like research, you like to learn things, you like to apply what you learn, you like possibly even to teach. Okay, like I'm just getting like somebody who is really good at like soaking in new knowledge and like executing it, you know what I mean? And like this person's intrigued by you, like they admire you for that, because they're like that too, you know, I feel like, and or if not, they want to be like that. So that's interesting that you're both kind of like mirroring each other in that way. So I do feel like, you know, they feel like they met their match basically. You guys might be a little bit more go-getterish than this person. This person might be more on the water side is what's coming through. Like they're very goal-oriented as well, but you guys are way more, I feel like, into actually taking that action. Not that this person isn't, but I'm actually getting kind of a more water side to them than you guys are coming across as more of the action takers. Again, not that they don't, but you're more so into the actual physical movement of activities. So that's interesting. I feel like you two would make a really great team, actually. Okay, then we have what? So I feel like you guys, you know, just as soon as your person feels like they kind of like can get a read on you, all of a sudden it's like you do something and you switch things up and they're not quite sure what to make of you. Okay, so that's interesting. So just as soon as they think they've got you pegged, you guys literally say or do something that throws this person. And like in Aries, I do feel like you guys have the potential to kind of be blunt, you know, kind of say what's on your mind with no filter. I don't get that you guys are mean. It's just like how you are, you know what I mean? And it can come across as being kind of savage at times and funny at other times is what's coming through with that. So yeah, I feel like this person loves it though. Like they find you guys to be refreshing. They feel like so many people don't say what's on their mind, and then it's kind of like a guessing game, but you know. But you know, what's interesting is no matter how blunt you guys are, like you still kind of like, as soon as this person thinks they can get a read on you, they can't. Like you'll say or do something that they were not expecting, and then they're like, what? You know, or like, yeah, I'll get more into that in a bit. Okay, then we have my cell phone card. So yeah, you know, communication is definitely coming through strong for you guys. Like I feel like that's definitely like a highlight to this connection. And it would only go deeper the more you two get to know each other and the more time you spend together. The problem with that is though, I'm actually getting that you guys come across as like being really busy people. So it's almost like you're having to like either like fit this person in your schedule, or maybe you guys aren't on that level yet, okay? And I feel like things are kind of progressing, not as fast as this person would like, is like what's kind of coming through with that. Like right now, you guys are kind of coming across as being a little too busy for anyone. You could be working long hours. You could be dealing with, you know, family situation, both, you know, I'm just getting like your energy and emotion is really tied up right now. So this person feels like, you know, they want you to let them in, but it's like currently you don't feel like you have much to give is like what's coming through. Yeah, because then we have like the cactus hug me. So I feel like, you know, on one hand, like you guys, you show just enough to show that you are interested. But then as far as taking action, okay, this is the irony about you guys with action. When it comes to taking action, as far as this connection goes, it's kind of put to a halt. Kind of like this cactus saying, hug me. Like, you know, so So your person's kind of like, with the what card, like they don't know if you guys are as interested in this as they are. That's like what's coming through. So they're trying to get a read on you, but I feel like they're just not able to, because you guys are just, you reveal just enough to keep somebody interested and knowing you're interested, and then you kind of back off, is like the feeling I get, which leaves, you know, people like, what? I can't read this person. And if there's something I know about Aries type of people, whether you are one or not, that's like how you're coming across energetically. It's like, yeah, you guys, when you put your mind to something and you want something, like, you're very thorough with doing what it takes to achieve it. So it's kind of like if you're not putting forth the effort, it's really got this person like wondering like why not, you know? So, you know, they feel like you guys live in a world of your own and you keep a lot to yourselves. So the main thing that is coming through is like they're kind of like telling their friends like, hey, you know, I met this person, we seem to click. They can keep up with me intellectually as well as conversation-wise. And they feel like, they do feel like you guys are their match, you know, you got them wanting to just like take more action, get out of their comfort zone. Like basically all in all, this person sees you as being an amazing match for them. But at the same time, they know you're going through a lot, you're really busy. One minute you seem interested, the next you don't. So I feel like they just kind of feel a bit shut out and like they want you to let them in and really like communicate and reveal what's going on. So that's what I see them telling their friends about this. Don't give up on this connection. So that's interesting. I actually kind of am getting that it's possible some of their friends are telling them not to read into this too much, you know, just kind of like be chill about it and take a more relaxed approach and just kind of like be open to whatever happens. Like they want you to come to them basically. Like they did their part. Like I feel like they asked you if everything's all right, you know. You guys probably said, yeah, everything's fine, while still continuing, you know, your actions of being kind of back and forth. So yeah, that's like what's coming through for this. Okay, then we have the Tower card, Lenormand, which, like my coffee card, does suggest that you guys are spending a lot of time either at work or working on something, or working on something, or dealing with, you know, a family situation or something. I just feel like you are truly juggling a lot. This person, you know, might think, but if they still mean something, you know, you should be able to prioritize them. But I do feel like you guys are kind of exhausted right now, like literally, you know, so definitely do what's right for you. And I feel like, you know, this person will either understand or they won't at this point. Okay, so that's interesting. It's possible that you and this person have only taken it to somewhat of a fling level, or like friends with benefits. I'm not really getting like commitment with this card, but a definite attraction and definite passion. So that possibly could also be, if that rings true for some of you, why this person's kind of like, okay, like one minute we see each other, you know, have a passionate time together, and then the next minute I don't hear from them. So that could also be putting this person on edge and like talking to their friends about you know, about like what is going on, am I wasting my time, you know, am I gonna get hurt, that type of thing, because this person's definitely interested in you guys for more. Yeah, so, and then with the Mass card here, again, like they can't get a read on you guys, and they're just really trying to decipher who they think you are at this point. You know, like, are you who you say you are, and do you mean what you say? And I'm actually kind of getting that I feel like you guys kind of go through mood swings at times on top of like what's going on right now in life. So, you know, when you back off, it's not that you're not interested. It's really that you're just kind of dealing with things the best way that you know how. So that's interesting, but this person's kind of taking this hard, I feel. I definitely feel like if you guys opened up conversation, like if you guys had a heart-to-heart with this person about that, I feel like they wouldn't take it so personal, and they would give you the space that you need. Like they would be more understanding as soon as they realize it's not really about them. And then we have my Ring card. So I do actually feel like you guys, you know, would take this to the next level with this person. But I feel like you guys are at this place right now where it's kind of like you want things to start going smoother before you take anything to the next level. So I understand that. And, you know, I feel like this, again, like it just comes back to me, I feel like this person would understand that too. If you guys had a heart-to-heart and just like told them, you know, like shared with them what's going on. Okay, group number 3, this is what I see for you guys. If this resonates, let me know in the comments. And if it does, don't forget to give it a like. All right, bye guys.